How excited are you?
Really excited.
Really? What are we making today?
Cheesecake.
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 Woo! Alright, let's get started. Today we're making a classic cheesecake, but it's gonna be low carb.
Yeah.
Are you excited for some low carb cheesecake?
Yes.
Yay! Gather our ingredients. We're gonna start by greasing our pan. And before we started recording, we preheated the oven to 350. So make sure your oven is going to be ready for you by the time you're done. And we're going to start greasing. You can grease, you can put a sheet of parchment paper. I'm just making sure it all goes around evenly. Greased pan ready for us. We're going to get our ingredients ready for our pie crust. And so I'm going to grab a nice mixing bowl.
Yay!
We got our almond flour here. We're gonna get about 1 cup of almond flour. You wanna pour it in? Oh! And next, we're gonna add half a cup of our pecan flour. It's gonna give some nice taste to our crust. Mixing the 2 nut flours. Put it in. Woo! Good job. I'm gonna add a sprinkle of some salt. We like to use Himalayan salt in this household. Okay, we're gonna get 3 tablespoons of our allulose. That's our sweetener of choice. You can pour it in, buddy. Good job. We're gonna throw in just a splash, a teaspoon of vanilla. Our last ingredient is a half a cup of melted butter. Now that you have all your ingredients in your bowl, you wanna mix them together until they're well combined. So I'm just gonna give this a stir and make sure that butter gets into all of the ingredients. Let me just show you. We got a nice thick mixture there. All right, let's put this in the pan. Ready? All right, we got it inside. Now we gotta evenly spread it. Okay, there's some on the spatula. We're gonna just pull that off. Yeah, you guys are sharing. Now I have a big springform pan. I think this is bigger than the normal size that you would normally get. I really think this is like a 12-inch.
20!
But I think it's the only one I have. I didn't have anything smaller. So this crust will not reach all the way to the ends. Which, you know what? It's okay. I'm not trying to make this picture perfect. I'm trying to make it delicious. So if you have an 8-inch, possibly a 10-inch, it'll reach all the way to the end. But like I said, this is a big pan. I think this is 10 or 12. It might be a 10, but usually. Ta-da! What do you think? If you have an 8 or 9-inch, probably would be better to reach all the way to the end, but that's all right. Some parts won't have the crust and the rest will. So we're gonna put this in the oven for about 10 minutes.
I'm so excited.
All right, we're gonna grab a new mixing bowl for our cheesecake filling. And we're gonna start by getting our cream cheese. We're gonna be using 4 blocks of cream cheese. This is gonna be fun, right? Opening up the cream cheese.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you a box and you a box, and let's open the cream cheese. We got 1 in. Mommy got 1 in.
I need help, Mommy.
I got the second one.
I need help.
You need help, sweetie?
I need
Inside.
help. Mom, I need help.
You need help too?
And then I'm going to put it too.
Okay. This one's yours.
Thanks. What is it?
Whoa, that's a lot of cream cheese, huh?
What?
Make sure your cream cheese is soft. If you have to put it in the microwave just for 30 seconds just to kind of influence it to get soft. You don't want it too long because then you're going to cook the cream cheese, so you're going to be very careful with that. But if you're planning to make a cheesecake the day of, you can let your cream cheese sit out for a little while so that it's workable and nice and soft. We're going to add some vanilla extract to this. You know me and vanilla, we're best friends. I love it. So I'm gonna add 2 capfuls this time. I'm gonna add a dash of salt just because salt brings out the flavor. I'm gonna add just a little bit of lemon juice. I always have this little lemon juice in my fridge for certain recipes. I like to squeeze it in my soup, on my fish, or for desserts like this. Tablespoon. Add 3 eggs. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2. I haven't added another one yet, buddy.
2, 3 eggs.
We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sour cream, and we're gonna do 1 cup of our sweetener.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. Here we go. Who wants to pour this in?
Me.
Here you go. Pour it in.
Okay.
Slowly. And now we just make sure everything's combined so we have a batter. And nice and evenly smooth and creamy. So I gave in to use a hand mixer. I just plugged it in. I'm gonna put in my paddles. As you can see, I mixed it up and enough, but I can't get the lumps out. So we're gonna use the hand mixer now and see what happens.
What happened?
Yeah, you wanna see what happens?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna stick this in, turn it on, and here we go. Ooh. Alright, I just finished mixing it with the hand mixer, which helped a lot. And they're eating, well, I should say they're licking the paddles from the hand mixer now. Do you like it? Is it good? It tastes good? So we got a nice batter here. And we're ready to pour into our pre-cooked crust. And this is gonna cook for about 50 minutes to an hour. So you're gonna have to check on it to make sure that it's not overcooked. And a lot of times with cheesecake, you wanna put your pan in a little water bath in the oven. But I'm not gonna do that because, like I told you, my springform pan is huge. And I don't have anything that it can fit in. So we're just gonna pray it cooks evenly. Sometimes you can buy these little strips that go around your pan and it heats up and it'll cook around evenly for your pan. There's different ways to get your cheesecake to cook evenly and your cakes to cook evenly. But we're just gonna go old school. We're just gonna put it in and see how we make out. Here is our baked crust. Got some brown on the edges here. And we're just gonna pour this right over. Here we go. This is a lot. Yum, yum. So this is for your taste. You can taste the batter and kind of see if it's sweet enough for you. I did that and I added just a little bit more of my sweetener, about 2 tablespoons. So you can do that as you go along. Also, depending on how thick, this is a pretty good thickness for your batter, but you can add a little more of the sour cream. If you had any trouble with your hand mixer. But those are optional. If you're like me and you had a really big pan and you wanted your crust to reach all the way, then just make another batch. You can add half of the batch or the whole thing and make a really thick crust, depending on if you're a crusty person. I do like crust a lot, but I was okay with the way it came out. All right, I think we got the majority of the batter. Just gonna make sure it's all in here. And once this is cooked, you want it to cool down. And then after it cools down, you want to chill it so that it sets. So we probably won't be eating this till dinner time. It's lunchtime right now for us, but we will probably cut into it around dinner time. Ta-da, what do you think? Let's stick this in the oven.
What color are the ice cream?
So it's been about an hour and I just took the cheesecake out. Now, it didn't have this crack here and here when I pulled it out, but we didn't do the water bath either. So that's gonna happen. You're gonna have some cracking if you don't have the water bath. But we don't care because we're just gonna eat it no matter what. But yeah, you'll see some cracking. It's a little jiggle in the middle, but it's not that bad. And as it cools down, it's gonna set, and it's gonna set even more when we chill it. All right, guys, we have our finished cheesecake. Look at this. No jiggle. So it's springform pans. You just open up this clamp, whoop, and it comes right up. Look at that. Mmm. Yum, yum. We got some strawberries to top our cheesecake with. And then we're gonna take a nice slice of it and try it for you. Ta-da, what do you think? I'm gonna cut a slice. Mommy cut a big sliver for herself. Yum, look at this masterpiece. I cut a slice, put a little whipped cream, some vanilla bean ice cream. Keto vanilla bean ice cream from, can't remember, Halo Top, I think. She had some. There's some in her hair. Boys are having some.
Yes, it is.
How you like the cheesecake?
Good.
It's good? Do you like the cheesecake, Kat? Is it good?
Yeah.
No, look at the camera and tell them, is it good?
Real good.
Real good?
Yeah.
Delicious? Yeah? They're too occupied with their tablets, but they are eating it, so that's always a plus. So now it's time for Mama to get the taste test. Some ice cream. I always love cheesecake with ice cream. I can't, not that I can't have it with ice cream, but it's just like, it makes it that much better. It's really good. Really good that I'm happy I gave myself a big piece, but at the same time, I'm nervous that I'd be tempted to have another. So I'll leave the recipe written out in the description below, and I'll put the carb count for it and the directions and all the links to anything extra that I used that you could find on Amazon. So check out the description below. Also, we put this in the, after it cooled down for about 15-20 minutes outside of the oven. I stuck it in the freezer actually because I wanted to eat it for dinner. And it was there for a good 3.5 hours, and it was great. It was perfect. It wasn't even frozen solid. Like, it just was the right temperature to get it to where it needed to be for us to eat now. And it's so creamy, delicious, sweet. I'm happy. So thank you guys for watching our video, checking out this recipe. I hope you try it out, and remember always to tag me if you post it. Say thumbs up, everybody, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can get notified next time we post. Until next time, till our next video and recipe, have a good day. Bye.